Sarah was rushing through a packed, fast-moving train station when a sudden, crushing weight slammed into her chest. Within weeks, she developed a triad of symptoms: racing heart palpitations, a complete digestive shutdown, and a halted menstrual cycle. Her doctors ran comprehensive blood panels, hooked her up to EKGs, and checked her thyroid levels. Every single test returned with perfectly healthy markers. Sarah was facing a debilitating physical reality that existed entirely outside the reach of her clinical test results. These standard metrics missed the hidden driver of her collapse: severe chronic stress. In a woman's body, chronic stress operates as a heavy biological event, embedding itself into her nervous system and organs. Sustained emotional pressure carries the power to re-engineer a woman's physical body through a sequence of precise chemical commands. This process begins in the brain's primary threat detection center, the amygdala. When the brain detects a threat, the HPA axis signals the body to flood the system with the stress hormone cortisol. Continuous cortisol exposure alters reproductive biology, acting as an override, blocking pathways needed to produce estrogen and progesterone. This hormonal suppression was the direct cause of Sarah's first mystery symptom, the loss of her menstrual cycle. Her cycle didn't fail. Her body was aggressively prioritizing immediate survival over long-term biological functions. Once the cortisol flood begins, it moves beyond the reproductive system to alter every major organ. During a perceived threat, the body undergoes a process called altered gut motility, where digestion slows or stops to save energy for a fight. This digestive shutdown created Sarah's intense stomach pain and gastrointestinal issues. This chart shows the intense cardiovascular strain caused by chronic stress, forcing the heart to maintain an unnaturally elevated and erratic rhythm. Sarah's heart was responding to invisible triggers: persistent daily caregiving, chronic sleep deprivation, and relentless workplace pressure. These modern stressors trigger an ancient survival program that the body was never intended to leave on indefinitely. Sarah's body was perfectly executing a precise biological command that eventually became unsustainable. Sarah now views her symptoms through an accurate biological map. Understanding this science allowed her to move from a feeling of being broken to a state of biological validation. Standard medical tests often miss these signs because they look at isolated organs rather than the whole body cascade of a stress response. Severe stress in women constitutes a measurable systemic physical state that can be identified through its effect on the entire body. Healing begins when we treat female stress as a serious physiological condition